everybody, this is Diana from So Very Crafty, and we are here today to make these little zipper scrunchies. They are super cute and not that difficult to make, all in all. They are great for hiding maybe some money, a key, some chapstick. They have just a little tiny zipper that I'm going to show you how to shorten to fit this project. I have a couple of them here. Super simple project for today. I hope you enjoy it. It's a fun little project, and we're going to do a couple of little specialty things today. We're going to learn how to shorten a zipper for this project, and we are going to learn how to sew an invisible zipper with an invisible zipper foot. We've never done that on So Very Crafty, but we're going to do it today. And if you have never used an invisible zipper foot, it should come with your machine, but you can always buy them online, or at your local sewing machine shop should have one available for your machine. They are super simple to use, and I'll show you how to go about using one for this project. So I hope you enjoy this project today, and if you do, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, ding that bell for notifications, and if you want more sewing and crafting tutorials, head over to www.soverycrafty.com for sewing and crafting tutorials that you won't find here on the YouTube channel. So now let's get started on how to make this super simple zipper scrunchie. The first thing that we need is a piece of fabric that measures 4 inches wide by 21 inches long. We are going to need an invisible zipper. Now, I just used an invisible zipper that I had on hand, which is 22 inches long, but we really only need about a 4-inch long zipper for this project. The next thing we need is a 6-inch piece of 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch elastic. And for those of you who made masks during the pandemic and have extra elastic, this project is perfect to use some of that up. So we're going to set that aside for right now, and we are going to open our zipper and prepare it a little bit for our project. You can see this is far too long for this project, but that's okay. The beauty of zippers is you can always make them shorter. You can't make them longer, but you can make them shorter. The first thing I'm going to do with this zipper is I'm just going to cut off the end a little bit on the diagonal to make it a little easier for me to sew. And I'm going to do this on both sides, just like that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just cut off about 3/4 of this zipper to make it easier for me to work with. It's ultimately going to be shorter than this. Now, to begin our project, I'm going to fold my fabric in half widthwise, and I'm just going to finger press it so I can find my halfway point. Once I've found my halfway point, I'm going to use an erasable pen, and I'm just going to draw a straight line right across. Just like that. Now I'm going to take my zipper, and from the top of the zipper pull, I'm going to measure down 4 inches because I want this to be about a 4-inch opening, or 3.5-inch opening, because we're going to ultimately shorten this zipper. But we're going to put mark on both sides of the zipper teeth here using an erasable pen. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to open our zipper. Make sure not to open it past the zipper teeth, because it will cause you a problem and you probably won't be able to get the zipper pull back onto the zipper. So we're just going to pull it down a little past our markings that we've left on our zipper. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to place this zipper right sides down while it's open, with the stop at the mark that we marked to mark the center of our opening. And I'm just going to add a couple of pins here. Now you could use some Wonder Tape for this, or not use any tape at all if you are a more advanced sewist. And I probably should have marked my zipper on this side, but you can see through it. So let's just make sure that that's marked on there. And we are going to sew each side of this zipper separately. So let's go over to the sewing machine and let's talk about our zipper foot. Okay, here we are at the sewing machine, and I have this invisible zipper foot, and it looks like this. And you'll see on the bottom, it's got sort of a line in the middle and 2 grooves on either side. And the zipper teeth are going to go into these grooves. And what it's going to do is it's going to allow the needle to stitch right up against the zipper teeth to make this truly an invisible zipper. Now I have on my machine just a pop on and off foot. So I'm just going to pop this foot off, and I'm going to pop this foot on. Now you can see that my groove is, and there's a little sort of guide that's going to guide right along these zipper teeth. And my needle is stitching right along. And we're just going to stitch down to our 4-inch mark. And back stitch. And as you can see, you can't even see the stitching because it's so close to the zipper teeth on this invisible zipper. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to take the other side of our zipper and we are going to place it on the other side of our scrunchie fabric, right up next to our line that we drew. put in some pins. And we are going to, again, put our zipper teeth in the groove of the foot and stitch down to our 4-inch mark. And you'll notice that our fabric is puckering, and that's as it should be. And now we have both sides of our zipper stitched. The next thing that we're going to do for this zipper is we are going to turn this so that it's right sides out. So we're just going to flip our zipper, or flip our fabric right sides out through the open zipper. So now you can see that our zipper is right sides out. And you can't even see the invisible zipper that we've just stitched onto our fabric. But now we have to take our zipper and we are going to stitch right across. First we're gonna change out our zipper foot. And I'm just going to put on my basic A foot for this. And I'm going to stitch across the bottom a few times. And that's going to be the stop of my zipper, so it can't ever slide past that. And then I'm just going to snip off the bottom of my zipper, so we don't need any more of that. Now comes kind of the tricky part. We need to stitch all of this together. So I'm going to take the short ends of my fabric and I'm going to place them right sides together, just like that. And I'm going to stitch using about a 3/8 inch seam allowance right down the center. But we still have these raw edges on the outside and we need to get rid of those. So how do we do that? Well, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. What we're going to do is we are going to take the end of our zipper. First we're going to zip it up about halfway. And we are going to fold our zipper inside of the little tube that we've created here. And as you can see, it's a little fidgety, but don't worry, it will work out. And now we start to see that our long edges are right sides together. But you have to be careful not to stitch the underlying layers, because there are the two layers that go together like this, and then there are these layers underneath that you are going to pull out as you stitch, just like that. So we're going to start, and you don't need to pin this or anything, and you're going to see where the stitching line was for your zipper. You're going to start there, and it's about a 3/8 inch seam allowance. And you're going to stitch this right sides together, making sure that you have the correct right sides, not the underneath layer, but the over the top layer, right sides together, just like that. And you're going to, with the needle down, you are going to continue to pull that underneath layer through the tube so that it becomes the outer layer. And the outer layer becomes longer, and you can continue to stitch the outer layer. So force that inner layer in, continue to stitch the outer layer. Okay, and that is our stitching all the way through. And now all we need to do is open up the zipper and add our elastic. So I'm going to head over to the workstation to do that. Okay, now I am back at the workstation. I have my zipper here. I'm going to open it. And turn this right sides out, just like that. You can see our zipper is invisible. You can't even see that. A little heat will get rid of this line. But now we're going to add the elastic. And we're going to use 2 safety pins. One to feed our elastic through, and we are going to just pin the other end of our elastic to our scrunchie so that it doesn't go flying through the scrunchie, and we can scrunch this up as our almost final step. So we're just going to weave this in through here. The very last thing we need to do is to stitch our ends together. Take this off. I'm just going to run over to the sewing machine real quick and stitch these two ends together and we'll be done. Okay, I have stitched the ends of my elastic. Now I'm closing my zipper and we have finished our zipper scrunchie. And now I have 3. How cute is that? And it really isn't that difficult to do. Just learn how to use a zipper foot, an invisible zipper foot, which is different than a regular zipper foot. Keep in mind that it is different and your machine should come with it. If not, you can buy it online and it will make this process so much easier and you can get it done in a flash. So that's all there is for this project today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a simple one, maybe not so much of a beginner one because of the invisible zipper, but it's pretty simple and I hope you'll give it a try. And if you like this project today, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, ding that bell for notifications, and if you want more sewing and crafting tutorials, head over to the website at www.sewverycrafty.com for more sewing and crafting tutorials that you won't find here on the YouTube channel. So that's it for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!